Welcome to ICA Elevator Pitch. We are here with Miramar. Thank you for your performance. Would you mind all going through and stating your name and your instrument?
My name is Cameron Ralston, and I play the bass.
I'm Laura Ann Singh, and I am a vocalist.
My name is Reynaldo Álvarez, and I'm the lyricist and a singer.
My name is Marlysse Simmons, and I play piano and organ.
I'm Giustino Riccio, and I play percussion.
My name is Sebastian Cruz, and I play the guitar.
Cool. Thank you all for that. Now, I've seen Miramar before a couple of times, and you guys have a lot of different lineups that you play with as far as arrangements. I think I've seen you as a 3 or 4 piece. I've also seen you with a full orchestral arrangement. What's it like moving between those small setups and something like this to the larger setups? How does that affect kind of how you all perform or what you do?
I think Marlysse will be the best. She's the arranger.
It just means there's a big mess in my house because I have papers and charts, and I have to figure out which arrangements for which. And it's great. It's great. It's very good that we can be versatile like that. So I'm happy that especially the orchestra stuff. But yeah, we can pare down to a trio but this is the core. This is how we like to be.
Right. Yeah, I've seen you a couple of different ways. So you do all the charts for all the musical kind of arrangements. When
I help. Ray, between the three of us, we write the songs. Ray usually has all the lyrics, and we come up with the song ideas together and hash them out together. But yeah, the original stuff, and right now I'd say it's for here we were playing all originals, and we do have a selection of covers of boleros, old Latin boleros that we play covers of.
Sure. Well, and you mentioned boleros, and I know that that's what I've seen you identify your music as is boleros.
Yeah.
Would you mind defining what that is as far as a musical type?
Sure, I'll let Ray. Yeah.
The bolero is a romantic form of music, but also a danceable type of romantic kind of music. And it comes from Cuba from the 1800s. And I guess it had its golden years from the 50s to the late 60s, during which time the major exponents of the bolero were, besides Cuba, was Puerto Rico and Mexico. A lot of people will recognize a band like Los Panchos. So yeah, the bolero in Latino America, the word bolero refers to that kind of danceable romantic music. And usually, when I say romantic, it's usually about heartbreak. There's very few of the songs are about truly happy situations.
Yeah, no matter how happy they might sound.
Exactly.
They're actually really depressing songs.
Yeah, and that reminds me, I guess, of the American equivalent of the blues, where it's kind of, it's deep, heartfelt, and sometimes even if it's up tempo, it's still, about somebody lost love or broken hearts, things like that also. And so for Marlysse and Ray, you all are the centerpiece of another Richmond band, Bio Ritmo. So
and Giustino as well.
And Giustino's an OG in Bio Ritmo. So could you talk a little bit about Bio Ritmo's music and how that's different from the music that you do with Miramar?
Bio Ritmo is salsa music, and salsa music is a music actually technically from New York. It's a music that was born in New York. It was something that was, to get closer to the term salsa and what it means, it was kind of something that was cooked up with Afro-Cuban rhythms. It's all those. So, but before salsa, you had a mambo song, you had a guaracha, you had this and that. But when salsa came, it was, and salsa, it's all how you made the analogy between blues and boleros. Salsa, I would say, it's kind of like reggae. It's lively sounding music, but a lot of it is about social problems. Political. It can be even political, and it's a street music. Right. So it's where bolero is a romantic music, salsa is a street music, and that's how we approached it. We approached it, Bio Ritmo, from a very 70s style aesthetic.
Right.
you know, with also that message in mind.
Yeah, and you all have been very successful. Marlysse, what
No,
were you
I
gonna
was
say?
just gonna mention because the three of us were in Bio Ritmo. Cameron was in Bio Ritmo, and we were always Bio Ritmo plays boleros too, but because Bio Ritmo is a dance band, most of the repertoire was upbeat party music. So we Ray and I were just longing to play more music that was slower, and that's how Miramar was born out of Bio Ritmo.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. I appreciate that background on the musical history of you all. So I understand that this is not the first time that you all have been in an elevator before. That you did a photo shoot or something like that. Can you talk a little bit about that and how
I'll
that
let
experience
Giustino-
matched up with this experience at the elevator pitch?
Well, we had a practice space in the bottom, in Chaco Bottom. It was the Garber's garage door building, and I love that place. And there were like 20 bands in there. They had a great freight elevator. And I was saying for a long time, we got to do something in this elevator, like do a photo shoot, or I wanted to play a gig in there. You know, we never did that, but we did have a couple photo shoots in there. And the only picture that ever came out of it was one where I like tripped over and fell on my face, and then that's the shot that they all used. But
Classic.
But yeah, we were in the freight elevator, and it was like I think it was like 10 people.
Wow.
In there,
Yeah,
so it can
maybe
be done.
not playing songs per se, but definitely a lot of playing around.
And it wasn't
instruments
as good
involved
looking
and-
as this elevator.
Yeah. well, you guys came in and handled it. That's not an easy room to play in, that elevator, if you can look at it that way. So we appreciate everything that you all brought to the table. Beautiful songs, beautiful music.
Thank you so much.
Miramar, thank you so much for coming through the elevator pitch sessions here at the ICA. Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm in.